Hi, Kelly. Much love back to you, sweetie. Here. I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Hi, Queen. It's good to see you. I miss you. Fucking talked to Pac for like 5 hours on fucking Messenger the other day. He was trying to find a way to see if we could do a three-way FaceTime, me, you, and him, but I don't know if that's possible. I think it probably is. But he couldn't figure it out. But if you want to find me on Facebook, it's my name. Um, it's a picture of me kissing Alley Cat is my profile picture. Um, but if he calls, yeah, next time I know better, Queen. But I wasn't doing anything, so I said fuck it. I did start doing a little bit of cleaning uneaten food out of the fish tank while we were talking. But yo, what's up, big homie? How's it going, man? I'm doing good. The fish is being a dick. I woke up to this thing sitting on the bottom of the tank this morning. I don't know if he grabbed the. Yeah, yeah. Nobody really fucks with YouTube, or Facebook rather. I get stupid fucking memes and share them on my page and talk to people. That's about it. Shit. All right, I'm back. But yeah, it's handy to communicate with people, off of Facebook, kind of in private. But yeah, I got Instagram. I fucking rarely go on there. I got kicked off of fucking Twitter. They banned me for calling them communist cocksuckers. What's up, Jasper? Yeah, that's the real Kelly, Queen. Hi, Kathy Rebuilds. But yeah, they banned a guy I followed on Twitter, and they gave me like a 3-day timeout for swearing at some lady in comments that was cussing out my friend. So I cussed her out. They gave me the 3-day ban, and when I came back, I noticed that they banned this guy. He had a YouTube channel and a private channel, and they banned both of them because of shit he said on his YouTube page. So I went on Twitter and left a post on their fucking like homepage and told them they're a bunch of communist cocksuckers and told them why. And I asked why was it okay for these people and those people, specific people, to say what they were saying, but I can't say what I want to say, and this guy can't say what he wants to say. And then the next thing I know, bam, I got a fucking IP ban. They're like, don't ever come back. So my girlfriend got banned too a couple of months later, but she found a way in. That's not good news. He's okay, Kathy. Yo, Hondo, what's up, bro? He's been tugging at the roots lately. He's been trying to move that thing, which they're known for rearranging shit. But so far he's not strong enough to break the zip strip that I fastened that bamboo to the cross brace with. Yeah, I got that piece of bamboo held up with a zip strip, so he can't knock it over, because he has knocked that over. Yeah, that's my Oscar tank, Hondo. There's the asshole. His name is Pigpen, because he makes a fucking mess when he eats. But this morning, this planter that I put in there was on top of these rocks. I don't know, he must have grabbed roots, and it's just sitting up there, held up by weight and a piece of bamboo. Chef 364, what's up? HCS for real, how's it going, bud? But yeah, he's being a little bit of a dick. He splashes water out sometimes, and I swear it's like a fucking half gallon ends up on the floor. But yeah, so far he's not strong enough. Yeah. But he tried moving this rock, that rock, to no avail. He tried pushing the pot to no avail. But yeah, he's only about 10 inches so far, man. He's not even done growing. What's up, bud? I am doing all right. Yeah, dude, I got him like fucking, I don't know, in the spring. It was like April or May. He was 1.5 inches long, and he's 10 inches now. He should get a footer a little better, at least. But he's not supposed to be a picky fish, but he's become a picky fish. He won't eat scallops or shrimp anymore. He used to love the shrimp. He'll still eat peas, like fresh or frozen, thawed out peas. But yeah, they get big, man. Yeah, I've wanted one since I was a kid, but we moved around a lot, and having a big fish tank really wasn't in the cards. But yeah, he's in a 75 right now. I'm going to try to find like a 125 or a 150 and get him a friend. But I think like a 120 minimum. Yeah, like he'll eat the shit he likes, but now he doesn't like a lot of the shit he used to. He still likes bugs. I haven't tried like frozen silver sides or anything. Jesus Christ, Allison. Alright, I'm probably going to black out again for a second. But yeah, he eats good. All right, Scott, have fun, bro. Don't work too hard. But yeah, he's kind of stuck on the pellets and the fucking bugs. Yeah, I tried salmon and cod, tilapia. He used to eat the tilapia like crazy, but he won't touch it now. He'll bite it and spit it out. I gotta try clams and mussels. I just haven't tried those yet. Don't know if we'll eat them. I will. I ate the scallops. Yeah, I started him in a 20 gallon and he had plenty of fucking room. Now, he's looking, well, he's not looking too big, but like he's looking like he would appreciate more room in the 75. But yeah, I figured I would get like 3 months, maybe 4 months out of the 20 gallon, being able to keep him in there. I think it was 7 weeks. Less, it was 2 months or just about there because he was about 6 inches long when I put him in here. But yeah, I had to hurry up and make a filter and move the 40 gallon out of the place where this is sitting now. Oh yeah, he likes the bugs. We don't live in a spot where we get lizards. But yeah, he likes bugs. I'm thinking of maybe breeding some guppies in my spare 20, or I do have a 55 I could set up and breed a bunch of guppies. I don't trust buying them from the pet store. I bought minnows for a crayfish that I had, and the overnight half of them were dead. I acclimated them just like any other fish. I wasn't planning on them being all feeder fish. I figured he'd grab a couple, but just to have some movement in the tank, I bought some rosy minnows, and yeah, I ended up with like half of them. I'm thinking when he gets a little bigger, he'll probably grow out of the picky phase. Yeah, I was thinking about getting a big crayfish to put in here, but he'll get big enough to eat even a big crayfish eventually, and he would probably tear up a good sized one right now. But I got 3 Raphael catfish in there to help clean up, but they don't get everything. So every 3 days I got to vacuum what they miss and what he spreads around. Looking back, I might have should have gone bare bottom and not used sand, but I don't like the way it looks. A lot of people keep them bare bottom for ease of cleaning, which it's not really hard to clean. Just a pain in the ass. Are you wanting food, fat boy? Where the hell did I put those pellets? Right there. Do you want some food? No? Alright, we'll put him here. He'll come eyeball him when you are hungry. Okay, Queen, see you later. Well, that's what you get for fucking getting close. Telly Savalas 8. right, Kelly. Yeah, that asshole's not here anymore. Fuck him. I'm not talking about him. No, that other person was. Telly Savalas 8 said Pop touched him in his no-no spots. Chicken nuggets. Yeah, I haven't tried those. Yeah, a buddy of mine when I was in like junior high and high school had one that ate everything. Night Queen. That's that. Oh, are you attacking plant roots over there, dude? Oh, it's funny. Our cat used to eyeball my snakes all the time, but he doesn't even give the fish tanks a second look. It's weird. He's a good cat. I gotta love that fucker. He doesn't mess with the plants or the fish tanks. Yeah, he would sit on top of the cage and just stare at it like he was daring it to fucking do something. I'm like, dude, it can't get out. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt anyone else if it did get out. But yeah, he's a pretty laid back dude. He was just kind of coming up and eyeballing it. like I said, kind of daring it to get out so he could fuck him up. Snake's not very big. He wouldn't stand a very good chance. Unless he could scare the cat away. But he's a fairly big cat. Yep. But yeah, he wanted some mealworms. He knows which container has which food. He didn't want the pellets when they grabbed the pellet bag. I had a dog that would attack the fucking end of the vacuum. He didn't like it either, but he didn't run away. I'd have to have him outside while my girlfriend at the time was vacuuming. He would fuck that thing up, man. She couldn't do it. He was a 130-pound dog, so it was a motherfucker for her 120-pound ass to wrestle it away from him. Suck down 3 at once. Yeah, our cat will sit in the doorway to the kitchen. Oh yeah, I know. Oh man, I had one cat in my whole life that loved to get in the water, did not mind bath time whatsoever. Every other cat, like, yeah, you're gonna need to clean up and use several band-aids at the very least. Shit, my fucking ex had to go to the hospital once because the cat bit right down to the bone. Like, it grabbed onto the side of her hand on her thumb, the meaty part, and just latched right on, man. That fucking cat meant business. Yeah, he don't mind eating. Just he's picky with what he wants to eat. But yeah, he's got to be close to 2 inches across, like thick. He's a hefty bastard. He's taken to flaring at me too. The other day, I stood here looking at him. I bent in close and put my face next to the glass. He comes swimming over and puffed himself all out. I'm like, dude, you really trying to fucking scare me? I feed you. Why are you trying to piss me off or intimidate me? The fuck? Me too, Kelly. Me too. But yeah, fuck, a couple of weeks ago, he started going really fucking nuts for no reason. So I got the fucking test kit out, the master test kit, and I tested all the fucking water parameters, and the pH was really fucking high. I didn't think to check it because for the last 5 years it stayed pretty constant, like 7.68 to 7.2, but around 7, and that's pretty good for most fish. So I was using it, and well, something happened over the wintertime. It comes out of the fucking tap at 8, so I straightened that the fuck out, and now he's calmed back down, except for he still fucks the plants up, but that's just Oscar behavior. Yeah, I probably could cut his feeding down to like 4 days a week. Give him a day or two off, 5 days. Even if I skip a day, it won't hurt him. It will probably upset him. It'll hurt him emotionally, but yeah, dude, it was high, and my test strips were fucking. They got wet somehow, so they weren't even reading right. So I had to whip out the master test kit, and yeah. So for the last few weeks, any water change I do, I test the water when it comes out after I dechlorinate it, and adjust it before I even fucking put it in the tank. Because I got shit, I could adjust it while he's in there, but you'd have to do it slow, and it might take a couple of days to get it down, one full fucking number, from 8 to 7. I'd have to do it over like 2 days or 3 days. Because a big shift, that's what fucked him up. I did a water change, and the water was off, and that night he went fucking crazy. Which actually kind of helped me figure out what it was. I mean, I was going to test the water either way. But, yeah, the fucking pH was really high. And they like it lower, like 6.5 to 7. But that's the only real drama so far. He hasn't been aggressive with the catfish or anything. They're armored anyway. They got little spikes. Yeah, I'm going to think about starting to fucking collect it. I got to find a shady spot, though, and then run a gutter with a downspout right into this. I got it's like 75 or 80 gallon big plastic tub. I think it was used at a slaughterhouse for like all the guts and shit to move it out. But it's just a big food grade plastic tub that's real heavy. I could collect a shitload of water in that. I should do that. That's probably smart. I got the tin roof. Make a lid so shit can't get in there. Yeah, if you catch them out of a ditch like that, they're already pretty fucking bulletproof, man. They go through a lot bigger shifts in nature than most people's fish tanks. You gotta really fuck something up. Or, like me, not test your water coming out of the fucking tap occasionally. Then you gotta play like fucking backyard chemist, because the shit that I got to raise and lower the pH, I'm doing it by the 5-gallon bucket when I do water changes. So I gotta try to fucking guesstimate how many fucking drops, because it's not teaspoons now. It's you gotta do some math. Fucking hurts my head sometimes. But it does keep it interesting. It's another. Yeah, that's the sucky thing. We got city water. But before they had municipal water run here, it was sulfur water. So I'd probably still have to fucking filter it a little bit. Some of that mineral content out. I wish we had a regular well. Never had a problem with well water. Good well water. I'll say the sulfur water's good for your hair and fucking skin, though. Best showers ever. I mean, no dry skin, man, when I lived in that spot with that well water. Couldn't drink it. Wouldn't even give it to the fucking dog. He wouldn't drink it either if I did give it to him, but... Yeah, we definitely trucked in like 25 or 30 gallons of water a week from my mother's well. Yeah, I could probably shovel up a bunch of it. I think I'd have to get 5 gallons of it to make one 5-gallon or five 5-gallon buckets to make one 5-gallon bucket of water, though. But yeah, I was doing that for my plants too, because it's good fucking water. Either one, it don't matter. I don't have a preference. The fries that are in there? Yeah. Got them in the oven, but the ones that didn't stick up. Oh. But I'm gonna I put it on a higher pan. Yeah. Okay. Mom-in-law telling me about dinner. You want a pellet or two? Oh, fuck yeah, man. Any natural water source, the plants will like it better, too. Shit. Fucking... My uncle lives across the road from this swamp, and it's basically just a low spot that water sits there over however many years. But, yeah, there's a spot where there's a culvert, and it's pretty gravelly there, so he throws a fucking... he runs his pipe through the culvert where the drainage ditch runs the water from his side of the road over, and he'll water his garden with that all summer. Throws a little fucking sump pump on the other side. Just plugs it in and fucking goes. But yeah, his wife, my aunt, has been getting much better yields than even with their running their well. But fuck, man, my cousin found this cool spot when we were kids. Well, young adults really, but kids now, looking back. No matter how dry it was that summer, yeah, I'm gonna get one. I definitely look into that shit every time I go through there and have time to kill. But he found a spot that no matter how dry it got in the summer, how much of a drought we might have, this place always had a little creek running through it. It was about a foot wide, I don't know, about 3 inches deep, and it was always flowing. I don't even know where the fuck it came from. But I know the creek it flowed into, but I don't know where it was flowing from, but it was never dry. And that's where he would plant his weed plants. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody collecting rainwater specifically. I think it's still legal in New York. Hell yeah. I did a job. The guy had a fucking 5,000 gallon fucking, well, it's basically like a huge septic tank, but it was for a water to catch all the runoff from his barn. So it was a big cistern he had. To they had it hooked up before they had the overflows. They had it hooked up to the gutters before they had the overflows open. So the fucking the septic guys that put it in put his kid in a fucking tube, like a big tractor tube, stuck it down in there and put them in there and had them float over to the other side and open up the fucking baffles and shit. But so it could drain when it got full. But that was fucking cool. But that's where he ran all of his water for his because he had this was a rich dude. He had like a big fucking blueberry patch, like 40 or 50 blueberry bushes. He had a little orchard with probably like 40 or 50 trees. Hell yeah, man. Rainwater is awesome. Like every old timer I ever knew swore by using rainwater for plants or for whatever. But yeah. It was great for me when I was catching a lot of it because I had carnivorous plants that can't have any mineral content, well, very low mineral content, and rain was perfect. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, that old guy with the cistern, he had a fucking staff. He had two old retired guys that come up there every day for 8 hours and just tend to his fucking garden, his flower beds, his little orchard, his berry patches. But it was a good little gig. I mean, shit, I wouldn't have minded getting that fucking gig. It was cushy as fuck. You had fucking tractors, anything you needed. You didn't have to lug shit. You could throw it onto the golf cart or use the tractor with the bucket. Oh yeah, man. Uh, Here peach trees, like people get real serious. But I knew a lady that had one in her yard. She didn't do fucking shit with it. And every year she got peaches, loads of peaches. I had a buddy who was taking care of his, doing everything they said you could do or should do, and he was getting a harvest every other year, I think. But yeah, this lady wasn't doing shit, just letting it grow in the middle of her yard. You get fucking huge peaches every year. All the neighborhood kids fucking loved that shit. They had it cut down though. The old lady died and her fucking kid cut it down. His wife is allergic to peaches. But yeah, Allison wants to get a couple of fruit trees. I'll look into what does best and is easiest. Hell yeah, man. Especially if you can get them for free. Nothing tastes as good as a free peach. But yeah, she wants to do pears, some kind of apple, maybe a couple kinds of apples. And then I don't know what else. But some shit we would probably need a greenhouse for. She's not opposed to that either. Yeah, none of my neighbors that I've noticed have a little vegetable patch or any fucking thing. It's weird. Everybody's got a decent little yard. Fucking roots, dude. Oh yeah, kumquats are good. I like oranges and lemons too, but hell yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy from Florida move up here, and he's like, man, this shit fucking. You can't find. There's a lot of produce he could get down there. Even shit he grew in his own yard that he couldn't find up here. But I'm like, yeah. We got a really short fucking growing season here. You know? It ain't like Florida. Like, there's a reason we don't have fucking orange tree or, orange groves and citrus trees everywhere. He moved up. He still got really bad winters, and we got an especially bad one. His first one up here, he was really regretting his decision to leave Florida. Can't say he never crashed in the snow driving. Yo, Derek, what's up, bud? How's it going, man? There's the fish. But yeah, he's been acting up a little bit, kind of acting like a rebellious teenager. Yeah, dude, I can't do like that much heat and humidity and shit. Oh, nice. But yeah, we went to Texas 2 years ago now for when my stepson graduated the Air Force Academy. Dude, it was like 102 fucking degrees. An old boy down there saying, yeah, it cooled off. Fuck you mean it cooled off, bro? It's 102. It's like, yeah, well, it was like 108 the other day. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, we got snow here yesterday. We got like 6 inches. Yeah, dude, people do suck. I'm reminded every time I leave my house. I always get stuck behind like fucking super slow drivers, or I'm witness to like multiple near misses in traffic, and then I gotta go into a store or something, and then you get to see it even more distilled. Yeah, people suck. So I don't leave the house unless I'm stoned as a biblical whore. Gotta adjust the attitude before I go out and deal with the masses. Yeah, what's funny to me here, man, is people that have lived here their whole life, and we've been getting pretty mild winters compared to what I remember from the kid. And I also remember when I was a kid and we were getting 2 feet at a time. My grandfather would tell me that shit, we used to get more than this when I was your age, and now I could say that to my kid. It's sick, but we don't get that much snow. The last year, I think we got one decent storm, and within a week it was fucking melted. Um, but we didn't get any real accumulation at all last year. And you're like, oh man, fucking snow sucks. I'm gonna move down south. The fuck do you mean the snow sucks? You gotta drive in it 2 days a fucking year max. The last few years, you know? Like, what the fuck? Stay home when it's falling. It don't fall that much. I mean, I remember it snowing for two and a half fucking days when I was a kid. But yeah, I know people that lived up here in New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania, and they moved down to Florida. And after 10 years, bro, they can't handle the cold up here anymore. They sound like natives. You know, it's 60 and they got a sweatshirt on. Like, bro, 60 is comfortable. But yeah, it gets cold still, but we don't get that much snow anymore. Like, this 6-inch storm was like a surprise. I wasn't expecting that for the first accumulation. But yeah, people will cry about whatever, anything they can, whoever will listen, whatever they'll listen to. That's why I don't talk to a lot of family members. They want to cry all the time, and I can't help but be honest. Moving some more. Yeah, dude. Yeah, what do you expect? All you motherfuckers are moving down there. And yeah, so the population just fucking went boom! And you don't know how to drive down there, so you're actually the fuckers making shit worse. And that's a big fucking culture jump, too. Like, if you're from the Northeast, people drive different. Like, New Yorkers drive different than people from Connecticut and Massachusetts. Um, People drive different in different states. You know what I mean? So their roads are like Texas has massive fucking highways. Um, Compared to us, you know, we might get 4 lanes one way. They got like fucking 5 or 6 on average one way. Um, but yeah, you move somewhere and don't know how to drive the way the locals drive. You end up being the asshole. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, um, I've never lived in a big city. I don't think I could fucking do it. But, okay. Not yet. But yeah, I could see wanting to move out of the city to any fucking where different. But I don't know. They don't like. I know they don't. They think of 100 different reasons. Yeah, bro, I can't even really visit a big city. Our little, we don't. It's not a big city uh, where I live, and I'm like 5 minutes outside of it, and you wouldn't even know that it's that close. You know, it's kind of very rural feeling here. Um, but yeah, I couldn't live like in New York City or Boston or any big city like that. I would just go fucking crazy. I'm used to, you know, trees being taller than all the buildings around me. And places like that have very few trees to speak of at all. And there's definitely taller buildings. It just feels claustrophobic as fuck. But yeah, I've always lived in, like, you know, mountains and woods. I went to North Carolina. They had plenty of woods. They just didn't have any mountains in that part of the state I was in. Super flat, very boring landscape. Lots of thorn bushes and vegetation that wanted to hurt you. Oh yeah, yeah. Connecticut is nice. There's a lot of nice spots in Connecticut. I mean, there's a lot of nice spots in New York, Massachusetts, all over the place here. But everywhere's got really nice spots. Just a matter of finding them and fucking moving, if that's what you want. But yeah, there's lots of pretty country still in Connecticut. Fuck yeah. And they still have a lot of older um like farmhouses and stuff that are still, livable. So it's like American history, living American history. It's cool. We have a lot of them around here, too. It used to be the state capital of New York back in the day. Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, the Northeast is good for that, man. We got lots of different fish to go fishing for. Good spots too. Hell yeah. I live in the Catskills, so I'm a short drive from lots of different good trout streams. I could fish stripers right out of the Hudson. Uh but yeah, lots of fucking lakes and streams and all kinds of good shit. I haven't fished in 10 years, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know a couple of good fishing spots where I grew up as a kid, but I don't know how legal it would be to go back in there today. I know it looks a lot different. Oh yeah, I had a good crappie lake too. This was actually a little pond on a fucking horse farm, but you catch fucking huge crappie out of there. Not much else. Uh, but yeah, we had a couple good bass lakes, small and largemouth. Shit, one of the best ones is right in the middle of the lake. It was probably only fucking 12 or 15 feet deep. You could look right down to the bottom. Sand, most of it was sand. Uh, it was a summer camp at one point in the fucking 40s, I think. But some of the biggest fucking largemouth bass I've ever caught personally was there. Yeah, yeah. We had my uncle. My uncle Bill knows lots of different farmers, and this one guy uh, is from England, and he had I don't know like 4 ponds on his property for his horses to drink out of in the different pastures, and every one of them had a different fish stocked in it. He had a bass pond. He had a brown trout, rainbow trout, smallmouth, big mouth bass. Yeah, it was cool. His only thing was he had a limit. You had to be above a certain size. He just wanted to keep the gene pool good. So you catch a big monster, yeah, you could take him home. But regular like panfish, which is what my grandpa was looking for, he didn't want you taking those. But it was great fishing. He always caught something, man. Every cast, pretty much. But yeah, there's a couple of good private ponds I got to go on with my Uncle Bill and his brother-in-law, because the brother-in-law works on the property. Um, People like get arrested every year getting caught trying to sneak into that fucking place. And I went there like 3 or 4 times, and I know why. It's almost like every fish in there is massive. I don't know if they feed them. It looks like a natural reservoir. There's a lot of trees you can see under the water, some still poking up. But yeah, I think every fish that lived in there was fucking big. Yeah, no shit. Hell yeah. I know out where my ex lives, there's a quarry people fish a lot. I don't know what they get out of there. I never stopped and talked to any fishermen there. Oh yeah, we used to do that, man. That was a lot of fun, especially as a kid. I'm a little big to be running and hiding now, but fuck yeah, man. Remember a couple of times my uncle was like, listen, this ain't exactly legal what we're about to do here. So if you hear or see anybody, you get down and make sure they don't hear or see you. But yeah, some of the best fishing spots, man. One of the hardest ones I know about, everybody that has fished there has told me some crazy stories. But they also had some narrow escapes and a couple of people that actually got arrested for trespassing. But it's hard to get there. You got to trespass no matter how you go. You can't like sneak in from a buddy's property because like it's encircled by like three assholes. So you got to sneak across one of their yards, and if any one of them catch you, especially the guy whose pond it is, uh, yeah, he'll try to stick you as hard as he fucking can. Oh no shit, 10 acres is a good sized pond, man. Fuck. No shit. Nice. But yeah, I got a bunch of buddies that like to fish locally. Uh, fucking, I should get some gear and a fishing permit and give them a call. Well, yeah, my uncle Bill lived on a lake. Uh, one half or one third of it on one end where they had a dam built. It was slow and shallow, a lot of lily pads. You go in there if you wanted to catch bass, and then there was some thick, some other kind of weeds. You'd catch big fucking pickerel out of there. Never liked catching them when I was a little kid, man. Like I definitely wanted to use the fucking needle noses to get the hook out. Like, no, no, they won't bite you. I don't give a fuck. That thing whips its head around. It's gonna gash you open like a fucking saw. No shit. Oh yeah, look at you. Look at him. He's tearing that fucking plant up, you bastard. Now that you see me watching you, I wonder what he would do if I put a golf ball in there. If he would move it around and fuck it up and play with it, because it might make him leave other shit alone. I don't know. Fuck, I remember catching a bullfrog when we were bass fishing one time. It was a good fight. It was a pretty big frog, but I was fucking like, damn, it's a frog. I thought it was a good fish, you know? At least a decent fish. Oh yeah, I don't know. He won't swim over and get my finger. I think he stopped trusting me because I tried to pet him one day when I was feeding him. But yeah, he'll sit there and look. I got my finger in the water, and he's sitting there looking at it. But yeah, he's like, I ain't coming over there, dude. Oh, maybe. Tap it a few times, take it out. Yeah, yeah, we caught in that crappie pond. It was a good bet you might hook a fucking snapping turtle. I caught one. I was hoping to land it. My grandfather wanted the fucker for soup. Um, but I didn't get a chance to cut the line. I got it to where his head and the top of his shell, right above his head, started to come up out of the water. He planted his feet, and the next thing I know, the sinker and the line came whizzing right past my fucking ear, and he turned around and went back in the water. When I reeled it in and looked at the hook, it looked like someone cut it with a fucking pair of wire cutters. As it came, the shaft came down and started to bend right where the edge of his mouth was. Snipped it off just like fucking wire cutters. That had to be about as big as a hubcap anyway. That was a good sized turtle. But yeah, he did not want to come out of that fucking water, and he just snapped that hook. Yeah, I've never got to try it. He never got, never got one. But yeah, he said it was good. And I mean, I've eaten some questionable looking shit because he said it was good, and he wasn't lying. It looked like something you would feed to the pigs, but it always tasted as good as he said. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't fuck around with them unless I have to. I mean, I've gotten a bunch out of the road, but I know how to pick them up and not get bit. But yeah, fuck, man. Even a small turtle will fucking give you a nice bite. Them beaks are sharp. Yeah, I never understood how people want animals that could fucking cause them to lose their limbs or their life. Like, yeah, tigers and lions are cool. I don't want one. You know? Alligators and fucking sharks are cool. I don't want one. I mean, I have seen people with common snapping turtles that are tame as anything. They come up and sit on their lap, but yeah, if you would eat them, give them to them. Hell yeah, man. It's a lot of processing work for a turtle, you know? That's why they always like the bigger turtles. A little easier. But yeah, man. My grandfather said he loved turtle soup. What the fuck are you doing, dude? You're not gonna move that. I don't know if taking some of this shit out of his tank would make him happier, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure when the old timers found that fucking tool, they cherished it. Beats the shit out of doing it the old way. Pop would tell me they'd use a hatchet and a fucking 3-pound hammer to split the shell open and get to the inside. Well, dude, if I take that shit out, you'll have no little cupboard to go hide in when you feel like fucking moping. Oh, hell yeah. Sawzall works quick on anything, man. That's one of my favorite fucking tools. Like, shit, you want to cut a hole in your wall and put in a new door, you get the Sawzall. You want to make your fucking station wagon a pickup truck, you get the Sawzall. You know, you want to make your car convertible, fucking, you want to chop your bicycle up and fucking make one bike out of three. Yeah, very versatile tool. Dude, what are you fucking doing? Oh shit, I think I'm gonna go eat dinner, fuckers. Thanks for stopping in, everybody that's still here. And anyone listening, I don't think there's many. Probably just you, Hondo. But I'll catch you next time, fuckers.